This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So which concept you are dealing with? Run, start, sleep, join. Okay, now. Now, what is the purpose of that one? And what is the use of enumerate? What is the use of thread count? All those things we have seen, right? So this all the things we have seen. Next, right on. How to create a synchronized thread. What is synchronized thread? No. Okay, synchronization. It's a process of mutually exclusive execution. It is a process of mutually exclusive execution is called as clear, right? Okay, let me speak in English only. Here, let's say if you have more than one thread, if you want one thread only to perform the operation at a time, that means it is just like you want to make that thread to behave like a selfish thread. Then how can you do that? By taking the help of this particular thread lock. That is what synchronization. I'm going to show you. Clear, right? Now, see here. We have got a class, my thread. It is deriving the features of threading.thread. Okay. Here we have got a constructor. What this constructor is doing, it is taking thread ID, thread name, and counter for initializing its thread. Then, if anybody starts the thread, this particular run function, see here, we are creating the object for this my thread class, thread ID, thread name, and counter. This thread has to be executed for one time. This thread has to be executed for 2 times. In that way, I'm passing the values and I'm starting first thread. Whenever you start your thread, control will look for run function. So control will go to run function. What this run function is doing, it is acquiring the lock. It is very similar. It is just like when yesterday I was taking this room as a source. Correct now? This room as a source, me and frenzil, we both were the faculties. Okay na? Where if I behave like a thread, we will be having mutual understanding. Like you take some time, I will take some time, like this with some mutual understanding, we will be sharing this particular room and we'll conduct the class. Correct now? Whatever I said. But here, if you observe, we are saying that initially I'm saying, okay, I will cooperate with you. I will share my room whenever I'm not using. In that way, I'll speak with frenzil. But after entering into the room, I will lock my room. Got my point, right? Initially, I have behaved like I am a good person, but after entering into the room, I'm locking it. I don't want to give this room to that person until my task is completed, until my classes is over. Whatever happens to him, I'm not worried. In that way, I will behave after entering into the room. That is what this particular thread locking. You got my point, right? First, I'm telling I'm a thread. I'm starting my operation. After starting my operation, I'm acquiring the lock. After acquiring the lock, I will perform my operation. See, I'm calling printing function with thread name and delay and counter. 3 times I will perform the operation. Even this is sleeping. Even though it is sleeping, it is not giving the chance for other thread. Got my point, right? As I said yesterday, if my classroom is free, I was giving the chance for other thread. Correct, na? But here it is going to sleep, but I won't give the chance. I'll be keep on executing this one for 3 times. Okay, na? Once my task is completed, then I will release the lock. If my classes are over, then I will release the lock. Got my point, right? Where then he will start up its operation. See, by giving a promise that I will behave like a thread, after going to the classroom, I behave like a function. Even he will say like that only. He got hurted. Initially, he said he will behave like a thread, and after seeing my behavior, even he will turn like a function. He will acquire the lock. He will perform the operation for 3 times. Then he will release the lock. Got my point, right? Any doubts so far? That is what your thread locking. Basically, thread locking is meant for locking the resource until your operation is done. Okay, now. Next, whatever the threads are there, see, first thread, second thread, whatever the threads are there, all those thread I'm grouping up into this particular list. First thread I'm adding into the list. Second thread I'm adding into the list. Finally, all the threads one by one I'm asking to join. Join means I'm killing all the threads. Clear, right? Now see, first thread only will execute for 3 times. Then it will give the chance for second thread. Because it is selfish behavior. Okay, now that is what called as synchronization. Clear, right? And they may ask a question in this way also. How can you turn a particular thread as a function kind of behavior? That is selfish behavior. This is what the example. Synchronization. Clear, right? Where it will, once it is taking the chance, it won't give the chance until it's all the operations are completed. Clear, right? Make a note. Write on heading tinctor. Next concept, that is tinctor. Tinctor is a window-based program which generates the output in the form of a window. Okay, now? So for whatever the examples we have seen, all those examples will generate the output in the form of console. Got my point, right? But when it comes to this example, from now onwards, not now onwards, we have got certain examples, okay, na? Tinctor example, where those examples will generate the output in the form of window. How that generates the output in the form of window, all those things we are going to see right now. Now, say tinctor. From tinctor import star. Okay, na? That means we have got a tinctor module. From that module, I'm importing everything. Whatever the things are available within that module, I'm importing everything. Among that, I have got one class called as tk. I'm creating an object for tk class, that is tt. tt.main loop. Main loop is a function which is meant for opening up your window. Remember, main loop is a function which will open up your window. What is the dimensions of the window? Say 1000 pixels width, 1000 pixels height. I'm opening up this window. You can say like this. A window has been opened. Clear now? What operations we can perform on that particular window, all those things we are going to see right now. Okay? Okay. Any doubts so far? Can I have the next one?
TK is like the inbuilt library.
TK is a inbuilt class. Okay. See, this is old version. Import tinctor. From tinctor import star is there, right? That is new version. I'm telling you, go for new version only. But most of the people, they'll get confused with import tinctor and from tinctor. So only I wanted to show you, I'm showing you this. See, from tinctor, sorry, from import tinctor, we are importing it. tt equal to tinctor.tk, where I'm creating an object for tk class, which is available under tinctor module. I'm starting up my window. Here I don't want to mention any dimensions, just simply it will generate a window as an output. Clear, right? Any doubts? This is old version. Don't prefer this particular version. Just I wanted to show you one example, so I'm showing you this example. Okay? Make it up. Abhina. Next. What about this? What are we doing over here? Say, we are creating a button, b equal to button. That button I'm attaching to tinter window. On the button, I'm displaying the value, click me. Where exactly this button will be displayed? On the tinter window, x-axis 100 pixels, y-axis 200 pixels. There I'm displaying my button. As well as I'm starting up my window. Whenever I start up my window, it displays button in this particular position. You can check it out. X-axis 100, y-axis 200. Clear, right? ఏందబ్బా స్మెల్ వస్తుంది అట్లా వస్తుంది
బర్నింగ్ స్మెల్
ఏంటంటే బయట నుండి అప్పేసి తింటే అని వస్తాను లేదా వస్తాను
ఇప్పుడు
కష్టం
అక్కడే వస్తాను
Done? Any doubts so far? Yes or no? ఈ ఏరియాలో వస్తుంది అక్కడంతా మామూలుగా next see here this is the example here I have got a tinter window here I have got a button I'm adding the button to tinter window command is just like click event got my point right yeah click event on click I'm calling display function what display function is doing it is printing hello welcome got my point right remember one important point over here see this one if I give command equal to display without braces remember this point without braces I'll run this click it displays hello welcome clear right I'll click again it displays hello welcome now if I use braces over here okay now and if I run this without my clicking action it will get executed you got my point right so whenever you are using command equal to function name don't give function with braces if you give function with braces automatically this will get invoked it will not wait until you click is that clear make it out Done now. Can you have next one? Next. See, this is the example for displaying types of message boxes. Okay. See here, you have got a button. On click, I am calling display function. Okay. In display function, you observe this one very carefully. Message box show error. Okay. Now, what I'm trying to do, on click of this button, I'm calling display message box show error. Listen the sound also carefully. First one, show error. I want to display error message. Title is error message. Content is this is an error. Title, okay, na? Message, this is an error, and you got this error symbol. Warning message, title, this is a warning and a warning symbol. Information, show info, information message is the title. This is an information symbol. Like this, if you want to display any kind of message boxes, you can take the help of this one. Clear, right? Even sound also will be a little bit different. Okay, na? Make a note. Clear, right? Yes or no? See here. This is a program for performing addition of two numbers. First, let me show you, then I'll explain. See here. We have got one label. We have got a text field. One more label, one more text field. One more label, one more text field. Okay, no? Now, from these two text fields, I'll take the inputs. I'll perform addition. Display the result in third text field. Okay, no? Now, I'll click. Result is generated. Clear now? See here. First, I have got a button which is placed in x-axis 10 pixel, y-axis 20 pixel. I created one label, first value, created one text field with the width 10, height 1, placing it x-axis, label I am placing x-axis 200, y-axis 20, and the text field I am displaying in x-axis 450, y-axis 20, x-axis 450, correct only, right? Plus gap from here till here 450 pixel gap is there. Clear now? Okay, same way how I have placed label, I have placed text field. One more label, one more text field, one more label, one more text field. Placed it in respective positions. Clear now? Next, I am starting up my window over here. Next thing, on click of the button, you can see on click of the button, I am calling display function. Here, t1 dot get. That means from the first text field, I am getting the value. That too from the first character. Got my point, right? I want to read complete text of the text field. So 1.0 comma end. That means from the first character till the end of the text field, whatever is there, I'm reading the content, converting into integer, storing into a. Same way from the second text field get. In the second text field also, how much ever you enter from the first character onwards till the end of the text field, whatever is entered, that I'm taking, converting into integer, storing into b. Performing addition, that result I'm storing into C. First, what is there in T3 text field, third text field, I'm deleting it. Whatever is there, I'm deleting it. Then from the first position, I'm inserting C value. At the same time, one more copy I'm printing in the console also. Clear, right? Check it out. Okay. One copy. Here also it has displayed. Clear, right? This is how you can execute your programs. Okay. Make it out.
The axis and y-axis measurements, how can you predict?
That we have to provide. It's not like a measure. We have to provide. We have to align it. That's what one important task. We have to adjust it.
The 450, if I'm given the x-axis, it will come every time with the direct section.
Right side. From left side, 450 pixels. It will go. Completed? Okay.
Hello. Suresh. One Suresh. Class. Oh, 10 o'clock. Okay.
Okay, now still writing. Okay, done. We'll go for next one. See here. This is almost same like our previous program only. See here. Same our previous program only. No change. Only change is, see here. I'm asking user to enter first value. User to enter second value. Performing addition. Okay. But I'm asking user confirmation. Ask yes, no. I'm asking user confirmation. Title is, do you want to continue? Message is, do you want addition? Yes, no. If he clicks on yes, the added value, we are deleting third text field value and we are displaying the result. Else, I'm deleting third text field value and I'm keeping it empty. Got my point, right? Now see. Do you want addition? Message is, do you want to continue? Yes means it is displays. No means it will clear and it will keep it empty. Just one extra validation I have added. Other than that, nothing else I have done. Okay, na? Make it note.
Yeah.
Done? Next. We'll go for next exam. So far we have seen how to create a text field. Correct now? How to create a text area we didn't see. Yes or no? See, here, what is meant by text area first of all? Text field means it will take just one row of data. Let's say if I want to enter multiple rows and multiple columns of data, how can you capture? Let's say if I ask, please enter your address, what will you do? Can you fit, can you enter all your address in one line only? Multiple lines is needed, right? For that, we have to take the help of text area. See, we are creating a text field with the width 10, height 10. That's it. Previously, height was 1 only. Right now, height 10 I have provided. Then I have clicked on the button from the text area. That means from this text field. From first character till end of that particular text field, whatever the content is there, I'm retrieving, displaying in a message box. See, this is your text area. I can enter whatever and how much ever content you want. And click whatever the content is there in the text area, I'm displaying in a message box. Clear, right? Basically, there are two different ways to create text areas. One is this way. Another one I'll show you. Scrollable text is there. What is that? In next example, in upcoming examples, I'll show you. Not next only. Okay. Any doubts so far? Okay. This is okay. Leave this. Not this also. This one. Okay. See this. This is meant for creating. What do you say? No, not scrollable. Scrollable still time is there. Wait. Okay, na? This is meant for creating frame. What is meant by frame? Frame is nothing but sub window. Got my point, right? See, Tinctor is your main window. In the main window, if you want any sub windows to open up, then you can take the help of this particular frames. Okay, now this is very lightweight to say. Say first we are creating one tincture. I'm creating a frame attaching to this particular tincture. Frame width is 100 pixels, height is 100 pixels. F dot pack. Pack in the sense wherever free space is there, there it will go and sit. Got my point, right? Previously, if you just check it out, we were using place. X-axis 100, Y-axis 100. Like this, we were specifying go and display it at this position only. Right now, I'm just specifying pack. Whenever if I specify pack, it will go and display wherever free space is there. Okay, now? Okay. Now I have got a button. On click, I'm calling display function. Here I have created one button. That button I'm attaching to frame. Okay, now? On the button, I'm displaying the value MCA with the foreground color red. Okay, now? Next, that button on the frame, I'm displaying on the top side. Next, one more button with the value MTech blue color displaying on the right side. One more button with the foreground color green displaying on the left side. Got my point, right? Finally, the button I'm displaying on the x-axis 10, y-axis 20 pixel on the tincture window. Check it out. It is displaying x-axis 10, y-axis 20. On click, you'll get this one, top MCA, left, this is with blue color, we are displaying right blue color MTech, left green color MBA. Clear now? That's it.
The placement we can't change that.
Sorry.
The placement MC.
Here, if you are using pack means no placement. If you are using place, then you can align as per your requirement. Okay, two functionalities are there, place and pack. One more way is there that I'll show you next. Okay. Completed? Any doubts? Okay. This is a okay, simple example. Actually, I asked one of my students to design a calculator. What he has asked me is, on click of button 1, how can I display 1 on the text field? He asked me. Simple question, correct, right? So I have shown this particular example where I have created one label, I have created one text field, created a button. On the button, I am displaying the text as 1. On click of this, in the text field, from the first position, I am displaying 1. Got my point, right? Say 1, 2, 3. You can design like this. I'll click on 1. What will be displayed here? Simple, right? That's it. So this functionality, I have developed one sample functionality and I have shown to him. Later, I asked him to develop calculator. Okay, now make it on. whichever the class, whenever it is, we are going to see that.